Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 8 of the October daily draws. So let's see what message we get today, and I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Seven of Cups, choices, options. We were talking about yesterday when we were talking about being open to a wider range of options. This could be it. This is the range of options that we're drawn towards. And it's the ability to choose the right one, the right choice, and then focus on that and go for it and pursue it. What is it that we're drawn to? What is it that calls to us that we can pursue? And with all these options, sometimes it's difficult to narrow it down. But sometimes I think as well is that the options are actually right in front of us. The right one is quite obvious if we would look. Sometimes we're distracted by all the different other options. We don't notice the obvious one that's right before us. And I think that's what this card is saying, is that don't overlook what's right in front of you, calling to you, that you perhaps you could tell. Don't be drawn away from it by other options. It's good to keep your options open, but if there's something obvious right in front of you that's calling to you, then that may be the immediate one to go for. Some of these other options may be available to you later on, to pursue later on, but if there's something right in front of you now, it may be for a reason, and that might be the one that you're to pursue. It's maybe the one that your heart's drawn to the most. So don't overlook the obvious. Don't overlook what's there. Don't be looking too far ahead, or other options and everything, that you miss what's right there that you can grab hold of. Some of these will be up in the sky and not reachable at the moment. Some good targets for the future, but there may be something right there that's ready for grasping, that's practically in your hands. You just need to take hold of it and go with it. So maybe that's what this card is saying to us, that maybe there's something there that we can reach out to that's within our grasp, and it may lead on to some of these other things, that with these other options that we can see. But maybe the choice is more obvious than we first think. Maybe we need to take an honest look at our present circumstances and immediate surroundings, and take a look at what our heart can see right before us, because that might be the right option to take. As I say, there's nothing wrong with looking and imagining and having dreams and having future other targets and other goals to reach out for. But as for what comes next in our journey, maybe it's right in front of us, and maybe a stepping stone to some of these other things. So, and some of these other things may not also be all that they seem to be. They may seem attractive. They may seem more attractive than what's in front of us. But maybe it's only from the surface, and deep down, there may be things about it that we're not seeing yet that would put us off. And maybe there's something in something we're not quite drawn to, that if we take a closer look, we'll realize it contains the very thing that we need. And that might be the thing that's in front of us. We may be overlooking it because it doesn't, on the surface, it doesn't seem to be appealing to us. But even though we're sort of drawn to it, and there's a bit of a knowing about it, but we see a lot of other things that perhaps grab our attention more interestingly. But the thing right in front of us, maybe if we take the time to explore it and delve into it further, we'll realize it contains the very thing that we need. And so let's not make the mistake of overlooking the obvious. It's looking the right thing before us. Just because of outward appearances or first impressions, it may be the very thing that contains what we need right now. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Seduction. Yes, don't be seduced by these other options away from the thing that's right for you. Be discerning. Don't be tempted away by all these glistening things up in the clouds when the thing's right there on the ground before you, within reach. Don't be seduced by the pretty glittery things when the thing that you really need is right before you. And I think that's what the message of these cards are, is don't overlook the obvious. It may have the impressions of being a bit more mundane and less interesting, but it contains the very thing that you will need. So let's take that on board. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 9. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.